I got 3 words for you, Leafs Nation. We ain't done. They always find a way to stress us out like hell. But this time, at TD Garden, in overtime, the Leafs prevail to extend the series. Now, I want to say a couple things. Number 1, if you don't follow the TikTok page already, please do so. Comment, the link is down below for that. Be awesome to see you guys on there. I like to go live during games, and I didn't plan on going live during this game, but it went to overtime, and I'm like, let's fire it on, right? Let's see what happens. And I was able to capture my reaction live to the Matthew Knies OT winner. So if you want to see that stuff, go check out the Twitter links. I put it on there as well. Also, TikTok, if you want to see lives during games down the road, you can watch it all with me. The link is down below for that, or go to TO Sports Talk on TikTok. The other thing I wanted to say, just because the Leafs won tonight does not mean that I think they're going to win this series. But I'm not going to sit here and be miserable about it, being like, oh, they're still going to lose. No, I'm not. But I'm not going to sit here and say, we're all the way back, we're coming back. I'm just going to sit here and enjoy these games. And to see the Leafs, the Toronto Maple Leafs, win an overtime game in Boston, regardless of the series right now, I love every bit of it. Every single bit of it. And we hear before the game, no Auston Matthews. And we're like, okay. Your team just played one of their worst performances of the season. They were all bitching at each other on the bench. Matthews doesn't come up for the third period. Skates for what they said, like 8 minutes today, a pregame skate, then left. And he's not playing tonight. The Leafs, being the most Leaf team out there, were probably going to win this game tonight. And they did, obviously. But on paper, you should have gotten slaughtered. You should have absolutely gotten slaughtered. And a few things happened. Number 1, Domi and Marner got put back together, and those guys have something going on with each other. I don't know what it is, but boy, that chemistry is nice. And also, Mitch Marner played one of his better games as a Toronto Maple Leaf. Sure, he only had the 1 assist, but watching him out there do it, he was beautiful. Willie Nylander, remarkable. Pickpocketing guys. I mean, the nifty little moves he had, the inability to get the puck knocked off his stick, like that's just a huge part of his game. He was awesome tonight. Your best players were your best players. Domi was great, but for the love of God, shoot the puck once in a while. And your power play still stinks. It's kind of the general thoughts on the game. Let's talk about it. First period, 5:33 in. Leafs win the face-off. Domi wins it. Marner gets it back to the point to Jake McCabe, who fires it on. A great screen in front of him. Tyler Bertuzzi swimming, can't see a damn thing, and it beats him. And the Leafs have a 1-0 lead 5 minutes in. We're feeling really good about things. But again, it's very early. It's 1 goal. Long way to go. 8 minutes after that, Timon Benoit coughs the puck up behind his own net. Tries to pass it, goes off a skate, right to the front to Trent Frederick. And he buries it for his 3rd goal of the playoffs. Crazy. And we're tied at 1. And then everything gets ice cold and no one does a damn thing the rest of the way, right? Shots on goal in the first period were 11-2 in favor of the Leafs. And at one point, with like 9 minutes to play in the second period, the Leafs held the Bruins to 8 shots on goal. Now, they did end the game with 28, so kind of tells you how they finished the game. But the first half of the game, the Leafs played some outstanding hockey. The problem is it's still 1-1. Shots on goal in the second period were 11-10 in favor of the Leafs, 12-8 for the Bruins in the third period, and then we go to overtime. And Joseph Woll, actually, let me talk about his third period, where he had to make that ridiculous stop on Trent Frederick as he's coming across the net, lays out for it. Trent Frederick can't lift the puck up, and a great save from Joe Woll there. The brick wall. Oh, you guys know my thoughts on Joe Woll, and he was marvelous again tonight. He was absolutely stunning. They showed his numbers at TD Garden against the Bruins. His numbers against the Bruins are awful. It's playoffs. It's a different beast, and he was awesome. You go to overtime. He makes that massive save in front of the net, just right in tight. He's big enough, and he's square to the puck, makes a nice toe save. Not long after that, puck goes down the other way. John Tavares picks it up and gets body position on the defender, and he pushes. Now, he didn't really get great positioning, but he got enough that he was able to flick the puck to the front of the net. And Matthew Knies, if you watch the replay right as Tavares picks up the puck, look where Matthew Knies is. He's hopping over the bench coming on the ice. So Tavares makes that move. Knies goes right to the net, finds that pass in front, and he buries it for the overtime winner. And when it all looked bleak and over, and Leaf fans have been so used to heartbreak in that building, the season isn't over yet. Still a long way to go, but one game at a time. And with the Bruins having blown a 3-1 series last season to the Panthers, and 2 of the 3 times they've played the Leafs in the past, I believe, I could be wrong about this, they have blown 3-1 leads just to win in Game 7. That's kind of been their motto against the Leafs in the past. I could be wrong. I could be right. I think the other time the Leafs had a 3-2 lead in Toronto for Game 6. Or it was we came home for Game 7. I don't know, one of the two, and they lost that one, obviously. But Knies gets the OT winner. And with the Bruins, 3-1 loss, blowing the 3-1 lead to the Panthers last season. They'll beat the Panthers, much different team than the Leafs are. Let's be honest. They went to the Cup last year. Leafs, not great. So we'll see. But you cannot discount the fact that they had a 3-1 lead. The Leafs don't have Auston Matthews. They're in their own building. And the Leafs just force a Game 6. There may, probably not, but there may be a hint of a seed of doubt put in the Boston Bruins. In the fact that this is also familiar from what it was last season. Blowing a 3-1 lead. They had a 3-1 lead here. They lose, and now it's now 3-2. Now, that could change, and they could beat the Leafs at home, which the Leafs have been putrid at home all playoffs and all last year playoffs, so who knows what's going to happen. But Jeremy Swayman, his record against the Leafs has been outstanding. And look, he was great again tonight, but the Leafs beat him. Does that change anything? We'll see. We don't know if Auston Matthews is going to play Game 6 on Thursday, but regardless, Leafs Nation, God, it's been a miserable 4 games. Well, 3 games, I guess. The one was great. Enjoy this one. You had a couple days. Enjoy it. And for the love of God, for anybody going to that game on Thursday night, be as loud as you damn well can. Hearing all the talk after Game 3, how it was quiet in the building. I understand being a Leaf fan is tough. Trust me. But if you're paying that damn near $1,000 to see this team play in a playoff game, get your money's worth. That's all I got to say. What a night for Leaf fans. What a moment for Leaf fans. But we're not done. Lots of hockey to go. Could be over Thursday. We don't know. But regardless, the Leafs play they win to play another game. That's kind of where it is right now. All right, so guys, that is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and the win tonight, because, oh, baby, that was nice. Hit that like button. I do appreciate that. The subscribe button, you guys not already. Comment down below. Thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Maple Leafs? Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. So follow up there if you haven't done so already. And I will talk to you guys. Jay's lost 4-1 today, but honestly, at this point, I don't give a crap. And as for the Leafs, Thursday, Game 6, Leafs Bruins at Scotiabank Arena, as the Leafs look to win a game and force a Game 7. That's where we're at right now. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the game tonight. Talk to you guys then.